Okay, I believe we are live. Is there... Okay, good. I hear audio. Fantastic. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. And today we are doing a stream covering the new JP update that was... the announcement for the maintenance was released today. So if we go here onto the Twitter, we can see here that they posted something earlier today. So if we actually click on the post, it'll let us translate tweet. So, as it says here, a bunch of stuff, but what's translated by Google is Onigiri for PC and Onigiri for PC and Onigiri for Steam. Maintenance is scheduled for Thursday, January 26, 2023, from 2 o'clock till 6 o'clock Japanese time, so a 4-hour time span. So JP and Steam are going to get this before we do on PS4, PS5, so they're going to get the first look at it. So maintenance is going to be Thursday night into Friday, so that's for them. Ours will probably be a week later. And this is really interesting because this update doesn't have like a core update with it. It is a purgatory, some outfits, and some more outfits. So there's no like core update to have here, which, you know, right now we were talking about the other day that we think that Valentine's should be next or Shining Sakura. That's usually how things go, but it seems that the new year is going to be a bit different. So this is the link here to go to what you want to do. So right now I'm on the JP Onigiri Twitter page. That's where we found this information out for those curious. I hope so. So, yeah, so there's the link there. So I click the link takes me here. So this is what you see. It's translated to English via Google. So hey Musashi, how you doing? So this is the Onigiri service team. The update contents that will be performed during the maintenance on Thursday, January 26, 2023 are as follows. So today is 2025, or 2025. Today is the 25th day of 2023. So this will be Thursday for JP. You heard that there's an event? Okay, well let's see what else there's in here. So what I've seen is that there's a new Nyan Kuropon is here, and it's going to have the Araman outfits for male and female. Again, like these have come before, the Araman and the Araman dress. They're coming back. It also states that the Miyamoto and Himiko shopping outfits are coming back. They're going to be in packs for 200 paid OC, as they were when they first came out. And for anyone who knows anything about, 150 Miyamoto back in the day, the skill that comes with shopping is 100% essential for people that have a 150 Miyamoto and use Soul of Heart to double their attack percent. Because this skill makes it so that you're immune to the next hit that would hit you, and it also makes it so that you're immune to the next status effect that would hit you. And when you use Miyamoto's Heart, you double your attack for 30 seconds, but she also incurs immolation, or being burned, at 1500 damage per second throughout the duration. So, like, it's this very, it's kind of like the 8 gates in Naruto. Like, you're gaining, like, a lot of power, but you're hurting yourself. But if you have shopping, you're able to use Heart without taking any burn damage. So it's really, really, really essential for a 150 Miyamoto to have shopping. So that coming back is really, really nice, because this only comes, it's probably the 3rd or maybe 4th time it's come. So it only comes, like, once every 2-3 years, about. So they're going to come in packs. Obviously, if you already have the outfit packs, like, there's no real point for you. They're going to come with 3 SP gacha tickets, the outfit in question, a transcendent smelting, transcendent ornamentation. I think it says super, super good luck. I think that must be transcendent, or it's 50, or it's a godly. It's one of the two. And then it's going to have a durability ticket, 500, and then an EX exchange shop. So that's kind of a mute point. What do you mean OBS disconnecting? I need OBS to work. Thank you. Thank you for working. Thanks. That was weird. So, yeah, they're coming back. If it's not your first rodeo, you know what these are. Okay, so moving on. we have the new Purg that you're going to see in the thumbnail. So back on New Year's, I'll actually bring it up right now because I didn't actually talk about it. So if we go to the special site for Akechi here, and we open that in a new tab because we're cool kids, and I opened a picture, so that sucks. So I can't, like, open it? Oh well, it opened in a new tab anyway. Yep, of course we're going to do it. There's no shit about it. There's no shit about it. I think it is going to be like Dullahan. I was reading the description earlier, and it kind of states that the recipes are going to be favorable like Dullahan. Like, the problem with the old Purg, so like Dragonarchs, Lucifer, Abyss, Gargoyles, all of them, is that they're pre-existing mobs in the game. So that when we battle them, they have like their entire drop table to drop, and it's annoying. That's why you always get like bone, jewel, webbing, like all the old drops all the time, and you get all the recipes because they're all in the drop pool, and you're trying to get the 3 Purg drops, and it's like, no, you're on a 400%, you're getting like a bunch of bones, you're getting a jewel. It's forcing these other drops. So the thing about new Purgs like Dullahan and this new Mushihime, I think her name is going to be, your Insect Queen or whatever it officially translates to, they're not pre-existing mobs in the game. So they don't have a bunch of convoluted drops for us to get. Like when we fought Dullahan, we got rewards with like Shigaraki and stuff that we needed to craft it in the rewards. And then he just dropped his recipes. We had like 80 of the recipes you trade 9,000 treasures for. You got them all the time. So I think with this new boss, we might just be getting the recipes for free, and our Purg medals are going to be used for the mags and the mag recipe. That's pretty much what they're going to go towards, or maybe if she comes with other skill cards or whatnot. So if it does play like Dullahan, it's going to be fantastic. I don't know if it's going to be a 133. Personally, I hope it's a 135 or a 136. Like they can't, like I know it's good to cater to like an average level of 133, which is great that 133 is our end game average level right now. But if they keep making weapons of the same level, like people are going to be like, well, I have so many 133 weapons, why am I going to get another one? Like they need to like up it a bit. If they just put it up a level every year or every 6 months, it'll incentivize people to get more levels. But personally, I hope it's more than a 134 or 133. Like even if it's 134, 136, 135, like I'd like it to be in that range, to be honest. Because I know Dullahan's mag is a 135. So this is the page about Akechi. Why am I here? So I mentioned this a long time ago, but in the stream I did on New Year's Eve, I mentioned that there was a silhouette at the bottom of this page. I think it might take Force of Chaos. I think it might take our Force of Chaos weapon. Quite possibly. But back in New Year's, I mentioned that there's a silhouette here. And this silhouette, I was able to right-click it and open image in new tab. And it was character 2. It is considered character 2 dot PNG. And it's a silhouette. And we didn't know what it was. I thought it was like Odin. Oh, the weakness? We're going to get into the weaknesses pretty soon. We don't know yet, but there's a special trait about this boss. There's a very, very special trait about it. So that was the silhouette we saw like back in New Year's, and I said there's something new coming. I thought it was Odin. I thought it was like something cool because it had a helmet, it had these wings. I didn't know what it was. But now we know that this is a scorpion tail, and this was the prototype art. Because if you look at the new art has like wings, and this is a sword, and this is a sword, and like, you know, if we compare it to Mushihime, the silhouette is, you know, where did that picture go? I just had it right here. Right there. So if we compare these two, you can tell it's a prototype art compared to this art, to be honest. Because there's way more, like you see the rounder head, these are more detailed. This is kind of, they're all like fuzzy, like it's, you know, it's essentially the same thing, but that was a prototype of it. Like everything doesn't line up at all, like for the most part. So that was the prototype. This is the final form. So that's really cool. It's cool to see it come into fruition. It's cool that like we picked up on this Easter egg and rolled with it. So that's her there. I believe she's called Mushihime or Insect Queen. I think that's going to be roughly what it's going to be about. As again, that's Miyamoto and Himiko's outfits. I'm going to close their picture now because they're just going to get in the way. So let me see here. So that was the old silhouette. So let's scroll down and go through the update again. So we have the Armin outfits. They're coming. If you didn't get them before, I think they come in 4 different colors. So you have the purple, white, blue, black, something like that. The white one's actually really, really nice. We have the outfit set packs with these two. It gets you the shopping skill with the outfit. Really nice, especially for especially for Miyamoto. Himiko, not so much. If Himiko got a 150, maybe we'd have this conversation. But maybe if Himiko ever got a buff, maybe you want to pick up the outfit so you have that skill if it's necessary. Up to you. So here we have the new dungeon, Princess Miko no Hime Subjugation Goku. Now this is roughly translated saying Princess Miko no Hime. So Hime is queen, princess is princess. Goku means purgatory. So let's see. So will appear in the Great Calamity Exorcism during the period a new prison dungeon, which means purgatory dungeon. Princess Miko no Hime Subjugation Goku will appear in Great Exorcism. Hell dungeons appear irregularly. It's just saying that purgs don't always show up. It's a limited time dungeon. In addition to regular items, you can get items such as the Goku no Treasure, which is Goku, which means purgatory. Goku no Treasure just translates to purgatory treasure. That only appear in, they're saying the hell mode, but I'm pretty sure they just mean the purgatory anyway. They only show up in purgatory. Purgatory treasures. Anyway, monsters have high attribute resistance, making it difficult for attacks other than weak attributes to pass through. They say that for every purgatory. So this is going to be the next update for those coming in late. This is the next update coming to JP and Steam, and it comes out Friday for them, Thursday night, Friday. And for us, we should be expected to get it on PlayStation about a week later. So they're going to be our guinea pigs. They're going to tell us what works, what doesn't, and we'll just go from there. As fun as it is to try it out ourselves, which I really enjoy doing. So here's where things happen. Also, physical strength and attack power are greatly enhanced. Physical strength and attack power are greatly enhanced. I don't know what that means. Maybe we're stronger in this dungeon. Maybe something's up. I don't know. So, what its weak, based on what I've read in here, its weakness, for those that understand, it's going to have adaptive resistances. For those who play other games, you know that adaptive resistance, and I'll read the line right here. In addition, Princess Mikoto has a special resistance enhancement, and the resistance will be added according to the attribute of the attack received. The added resistance enhancement will gradually return to the original over time. So basically, what dark? Let's just assume that right now. Cool. So, you wouldn't hit her with poison or dark. But let's say that you hit her with holy. Let's say she's weak to holy. And you hit her with holy, and she gets hit with holy, and then she gains a resistance to holy. And then let's say she gains 10 holy. Let's say your attack did damage cap. Next time you attack her, it does 8 mil. The next time you hit her, it does 7 mil. The next time you hit her, it does 6 mil. And so on, so on, so on. Yeah, I know the streams. I don't know what's up with the stream, but it cuts out every now and again. I apologize. But basically, she has adaptive resistances. So basically, the more you hit her with one element, the more she's going to become resistant to that element. So it leads me to believe that she's going to be weak to multiple things, but you can't just hit her with one thing. So that's at least what they're saying, is that she has a special resistance enhancement, and the resistance will be added according to the attribute of the attack received. The added resistance enhancement will gradually return to the original over time. So she's going to have multiple weaknesses, and if you hit her with like one of them, let's say holy, then she's going to become really resistant to holy, and then you'll have to switch to fire because she's a bug, she's probably weak to fire. So if she was weak to holy and fire, you'd have to switch between the two of them. And then which kind of makes sense. If it was Fire and Holy, it makes sense why they gave us Tensho just now. Like, it's really weird for them to go Tensho and then something else. You know, because we have Tensho, but, like, Tensho should be followed by, you know, Aosame or Gakuho, but it's just going right into this. The Oni mode's going to be tough, because you're going to need to be built from multiple elements. And yes, that's a good point, Laura. Keiji has multiple elements. So the thing is, you're going to need to use if this really, really, really matters, right? If this really matters, you might have to have players all using a different Vanguard to balance it out or something. I don't know how it's going to play. Like, does she resist non-element? If I use Honda and hit her with non-element damage cannons, is she going to resist non-element? So, you know, well, that's great, Miyamoto. It's awesome. So it's going to be interesting. And then it says, if you clear with a rank of B or higher, you'll be able to Negation Goku. So there's her again. And it says, on Jin, which is easy, you get the prison Mushihime's wings. So that's her name, Mushihime. Difficulty. So on normal, the normal drop is the wings. The hard drop is the jaw. And the hell drop, which is equivalent to a holy drop, or the god difficulty is equivalent to getting, like, the hell drop, basically. It's like getting rubies or amethysts or emeralds or halos or whatever, nucleuses, you know. I don't even know what Abyss is, I don't care. Needle. Needle is the drop for hell. So on normal, the normal drop is the wing, the hard drop is the jaw, and the hell drop is the needle, the stinger. I know it's bugging. You'll have to deal with it. There's literally nothing I can do about it. So Rikido is going to have a shop, or Rokudo. The NPC Goku no Exchange or Rokudo can only be used by clearing each of the difficulties. What? The NPC Goku no Exchange or Rokudo can be used by clearing each of the difficulties levels of the prison dungeons, Jin, Sumeragi, and God once. It's saying that the exchange shop will only appear once you've cleared hell. Thanks, guys. Maybe it's you. But they're saying that the exchange shop will only show up after you've cleared hell, which is interesting. Now, I don't know if it was like that the first time, but apparently you have to clear hell to be able to even see the exchange shop, which is fine because you're not going to achieve anything running normal for the most part. The exchange lineup will change depending on the prison dungeon that appears. Yes, that always happens. It tells you that your purgatory treasures will turn to junk after the event expires. When the hell dungeon appears next time, you can exchange multiple junk for treasures. We know how that goes. In addition, you can get new weapon recipes from exchanges and drop items when defeating Princess Mikoto. So this is really huge. So the way that Dullahan went was when you beat Dullahan on normal, hard, or hell, he would drop his first form recipe and his hell drop recipe, which was an 80 treasure recipe, saying that she will actually drop her recipes, which is fantastic. So I believe she's going to play out like Dullahan. Yeah, I mean, but when a game's like, I hear ya, but when a game's like, 8-9 years into its lifespan, they have to tailor to their end game whale players that truly support, like, not saying that other people don't support the server, but the people that are end game, they're restoring, they're getting the new Vanguards, they're getting the new accessories, they're min-maxing. They have to kind of cater towards the end game audience because they're their veteran players, essentially. But I do hear you, there should be more stuff that's just fun. I kind of miss, like, the summer events and stuff where you broke watermelons and got the bugs and all that stuff. That stuff was fun. But I hear you. That's a good concern. So anyway, good news is we should be able to get the recipes without worrying about treasures. So if things go as usual, you're going to need 1,000 treasures for the Ogi, and then you're going to need 50 treasures for the baby mag, 2,000 for the hard mag, 8,000 for the hell mag, and 9,000 for the Magatama recipe. Personally, I think you should get the Ogi. It's probably going to be good and really new and fantastic. And then save up for the mag recipe. And then after that, just get the mags. But yeah, it is... My thing is telling me that it's cutting out every now and again. I don't know why. But, oh well. Maybe it's... Yeah, like, people are saying it's good for them. Have you tried refreshing the stream? I don't know. Anyway, so this is the picture of the weapons. I have it here. All nice and zoomy in. I think they look really, really good. I think the Odachi is phenomenal. Can I zoom in? Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. Cool. So, there they are, all zoomed in and beautiful. And, so, in order, I'll tell you what they are. So, this is the sword, the wand, the twin swords, the staff, the spear, the bow, the Odachi, and the axe. So, I think the Odachi looks beautiful. Absolutely the most gorgeous weapon here. The twin swords do look really good too. They have that twisty twist, purpose or something. The spear, I bet when it gets an aura it's going to look really cool. I wish the spear had more of a... Like, it doesn't have the flared base that the Odachi and the axe have, but the spear is probably going to look good. Hopefully they get an aura. Hopefully so. But that's what they look like. The bow looks interesting, too. We haven't had a bow quite like that in quite some time. But, it is what it is. So, those are the weapons. The twins do look good, too. They actually look like swords. They're not just, like, big clonkers. They look nice. Definitely, if I see someone with that Odachi, they're getting a high five. Absolutely. That axe looks really good, too. Really good. Really, really good. Okay, so where were we? So there's the weapons. I gotta zoom out. I didn't know it was gonna zoom the whole website. Jeez. Okay, so click here about the exchange shop. So, yeah. So this is what you can exchange for. So there's a 2-weapon recipe thing. It's like a two weapon recipe deal. So there's the Mushi no Kirihime's recipe, which is your basic, let's say 127 or 130 recipe, whatever the first form is going to be. They have that, and then the second form is the Mushi no Kirihime Chupa. So the Chupa Mikulo weapon. It's going to be really cool. And that's going to be your 133 plus recipe, the actual Purg weapon. And then the Magatama recipe, because she's going to have mags, is the Mushihime's Magatama Soaring. So Soaring mags. Not to be confused with Soaring Peaks. She has the Mushihime Soaring recipe. And it says you can also exchange for other various items. So it's going to start for JP January 26th, Thursday, after maintenance till February 9th. So if we open up our calendar here, we can see that this is going to start on the 26th from 2 p.m. Japanese Standard Time, and that's when the maintenance is going to start. So 2 p.m. in Japan, and it's going to take 4 hours of maintenance. So it's going to start around 6:30 Thursday night for Japanese players. And, well... And then, whenever the equivalent time is for, Steam and PC. 6th for 2 weeks until the 9th. So let's say, for example, on our server on PlayStation, we can expect this update February 3rd. And then it will run until the 17th. And then once the 9th rolls around, I imagine JP and Steam are going to get another update, which is going to be the content update of February, which is right before Valentine's Day, so that's probably when the Valentine's Day event is going to start, if I had to guess. What's the best thing in this update? The one we're about to get is a new Purg, a new weapon, a new fight, a new battle. That's literally the best thing. I can't wait to look at what the mags do. It's going to be really interesting. So it's going to be a 2-week Purg. I thought it might have been a month-long Purg, but it's just a 2-week Purg. It's going to really be our February fun. Oh, what is this? Odakake will be held. You can turn Tame Tabako Nyankoropan by handling grape of the equinautical week that can be obtained in the Great Calamity Exorcism Dungeon that can be challenged by Chifuri. What the hell is this? In Onigashima, talk to Yukari. You can use 2 Higan, no grapes to spin once, and 20 to spin 10 times. There's going to be an exchange shop Nyankoropan. Okay. I had to... That messed me up. There's going to be a Nyankoropan exchange shop with Yukari. And you're going to get drops in event dungeons. Like, this happened when we had Infernal Purg. There was one of these events going on. Like, we did a lot of... what's that called? Not Azami Crossing. Origami Magma. We did a lot of Origami Magma to get these drops. So there's going to be an exchange shop now in Nyankoropan. It's going to have these little dolls in it. There's like 12 of them you can get. They come in different colors. They're for your room. Exchange shop's probably going to have some cool stuff. So there's an exchange shop. These are the little dolls you can get. They look like Shukamon, the Digimon. Like, I've seen this in a lot of Japanese games, these little dolls. That one's pretty good. That one looks like he could have like an Obey shirt. He's got the drip. This black and orange one has the drip. I gotta say, man. That's like some Ultra Instinct Goku statue right there. He's just dripping. Drops regardless of the level of the difference between players and monsters. You will also drop for monsters defeated by party members. They will... Right. Regarding the region setting of the monster encyclopedia... So your bestiary, the initial setting will be changed to show all of them and not just area. That's rough, Divinity. There's still time to get the ice mags though. And then it's going to say that Tensho is about to end, and a bunch of Nyankoropons, and the Akechi event will end. And all the Nyankoropons and stuff. Dungeon Boost campaign ends. All those reward up things end. Everything ends. And this takes over. And all your LTD stuff is going to disappear. All your fun boxes, fun baskets. Make sure you use all those things. Limited. All those LTD items are going to go away. And your limited Yorozu tickets will be converted into regular Yorozu tickets. All the 2023 ones. And it's also saying the Nintendo Switch version of Onigiri to Windows version of Onigiri will end. So, at this point in time, if you have not... This is such a major thing. If you have not transferred your Switch account to your Windows version of Onigiri, which is the Japanese version, you will no longer be able to do that after today. And, I mean, with such... Well, I mean, it's not really short notice, but, I mean, if someone hasn't done it yet, they weren't going to do it by now anyway. They fixed the issue where on the daily login and the weekly 6 logins, some achievements may not receive the check mark after successfully receiving the achievements rewards, and this would always kick you back. Like in the video I did yesterday where I received all my achievements, I was sent back to the login screen because they didn't... It just doesn't check something and checks it at the same time, and it messes up. So this is the update that's coming. A new Purgatory, fantastic. A new Dullahan. Hopefully this thing has some cool tricks up its sleeve, because Dullahan had like increased damage limit. It was fantastic. Really good weapon. I'm interested to see what this is going to bring to the table. I'm interested in what elements this thing is. Like, it looks like it's dark. It looks like it's... I don't know. Like, if I had to look at it, like, it's purple, black, blue. Like, the wings are a nice sky blue. It's got these blades on it. Purple. Like, I don't know what element it's going to be. It's an insect queen or a bug. Like, it could be poison, which would be really interesting because we don't really have poison. Hey, Novel, how you doing? Like, it does have a scorpion tail too, or like an insect tail. So, it could be dark poison. It could be poison flight, which would be ridiculous. I don't know what it's going to be. I really don't. It could be wind. I could see it being like wind dark mountain, just like the other one, but I really don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be exciting because once it drops for Steam and JP, they'll be able to just go to the recipe and look at the weapon. And it'll tell us what it's going to be, you know. So that's going to be fun. Even I can't see the stream right now. I don't know what's going on. Just suffering. But I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be a good time. Which, out of the weapons that was there, what do you guys think is going to be, like, out of the weapons, like, which one do you guys think is your favorite, like, design-wise? Like, which one do you guys think looks the best? Like, me personally, I think the Odachi and the axe look fantastic. And then I would say the twin swords. I think Odachi, axe, and twin look really, really good. They all look very nice.